In today's ride with me, we are going to check out the area of Billings known as Lockwood. Lockwood is a little area just to the east of Billings. It still has a Billings zip code. So if you were to write a letter to someone, you would still put Billings, Montana, and not Lockwood. We just call it Lockwood. And the population of this area in 2020 was just over 8,200 people. In Lockwood, you're definitely going to get more bang for your buck. There are all different kinds of homes in Lockwood. There are mobiles, manufactured, and modular homes. There are single-family homes. There are brand new construction neighborhoods. There is just all different style of homes. And what's really cool about Lockwood is in many areas, you're gonna have less restrictions than you would if you were going to be in the city of Billings. In the last 30 days, Lockwood has had an averaged closed price of $372,000 for homes, and homes were ranging about 43 days on market. So why don't we go ahead and check out one of the residential streets, and we'll just drive through and see what Lockwood is all about. As you can see so far, this street, there are bigger lots, there's more space, people can park their RVs, and you can probably have animals out here. One thing to note about Lockwood, and you'll see it as I'm driving through, is it is in a very industrial area. There's a lot of businesses in Lockwood that support our industries, such as building centers and machinery rentals. So there's always going to be a lot of truck traffic in and out of Lockwood, and there's really big travel centers as well. There's like some of the first travel centers off the interstate. So just keep that in mind that you're going to see that kind of more industrial traffic coming through Lockwood. Now coming up on the right-hand side are the Lockwood schools. These are their own school district. It is separate from Billings School District 2. So in Lockwood, you have all grades from K all the way to 12, and there's a brand new high school. It is beautiful. So when I started this video, I came into Lockwood from one of the two exits on the interstate right now, which is the Lockwood Metra exit. There is another way to get to Lockwood. There's a Johnson Lane exit, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna drive the back way through some wide open spaces and loop right back around to where all the action is happening in Lockwood off of Johnson Lane. As you can see, parts of Lockwood are still very wide open, larger properties. You may see a manufactured or mobile home on a really large property with a lot of land, or you might see an old farmhouse as well. That's super common out here. And there's also residential subdivisions from the 1980s and brand new subdivisions as well. We are going to check all of it out. We are on Johnson Lane, heading back to where all of the amenities are. This is the fire station over here on the right. That looks really new. I'm sure they built that pretty recently. We have a really nice mobile home park to the left that we just passed. There's storage facilities. There are a lot of gas station and travel stops in Lockwood. It's a really popular spot for truckers to stop. Lockwood has an Ace Hardware and a Verizon store on the left-hand side, and there's a little shopping center over there called Lockwood Square. But we're going to go over to the right on Beecraft Lane, and we're going to check out some of the residential subdivisions from the 1980s, 90s, 2000s, and then eventually we'll end in a very new subdivision. This neighborhood that I'm driving into, homes are going to be anywhere from the low 400,000s to the upper 500,000s. They're going to be anywhere from 3 to 6 bedrooms. The size of these homes will range somewhere in the 2,000s, 2,500 square feet, all the way over 3,000 square feet. We are back on Beecraft Lane and we are going to just check out a small street. It's a little cul-de-sac. Homes on this one might be more like the upper 200s and 300,000. So I'm just showing you examples of how it can really vary with types, styles, and prices of homes in Lockwood. As you can see, coming up on the right, there are even mobile home communities here. Coming up on the right-hand side, there's even an equestrian center as well. And if you've noticed, the landscape is starting to change. In the background are the Emerald Hills. I'm definitely going to do another video on the Emerald Hills. They're absolutely gorgeous, and there are homes sprinkled all throughout those hills. And the neighborhood that we're going to be driving through is just nestled right at the base of these Emerald Hills. We will pass some homes that were built more in the 1980s, a few older homes, and in the 200s and 300,000s. And then we're going to end in the brand new construction neighborhoods, which will be in about the 500,000s. We are going to go back into Lockwood on Johnson Lane, but if you were to go right here, that will take you to the Emerald Hills. There's a few different ways to get there. Check out this view of Billings from up here. It is so beautiful. You can see the refinery, you can see the rims. That's where it turns to go into the heights. This is Beecraft Lane, and we are going to head back onto Johnson Lane. So Lockwood has some banks and businesses. Yellowstone Coffee and Canvas is to my right. Burger King is here. There is that travel center, which is the Flying J. And if you take a right, you'll go under the interstate to another travel center, which has a McDonald's. On the left-hand side is that Ace Hardware, the Verizon, and a little Lockwood Square is just past these semi-trucks and everything on the left-hand side. You can see their sign. The Lockwood Square has a few different businesses to include Dairy Queen and Subway and some other businesses as well. Now heading down this road, I'm actually looping back to where we started. There are some industrial businesses off of this road, as I mentioned previously in this video. There's also some residential streets on the left-hand side, and the interstate is on my right-hand side. Down this road, we are going to pass the IGA grocery store. So Lockwood really does have everything you need. If you're looking for those bigger stores for shopping like Target and Walmart, you can travel into the Heights, which is going to be the closest ones, or you can just keep going down the interstate to the west end of Billings. So it's really just quick to hop on the interstate and get to where you need to go for all of your shopping and amenities. Well, we're pretty much looped back to where I started. As always, if you guys have any questions on the Billings market, real estate in general, or you need any recommendations for places to go, see, and eat, don't be afraid to reach out. My contact information is in the description below.